Notice I've got a block. When you meditate, you want an ease, okay? And some of you are going to go, but right here in my back starts to ache. That is normal as those muscles adapt to just holding you upright for so long. Do you see my couch back here? I'm going to show you. I can't show you on my other couch, but if you find that that is just really, I always put a block and I'll put a pillow across the block. Now you can totally do this in a chair. Okay. But I come to this seat and I go, and my low back right here is just against that couch. You can totally do it against a wall. But if that helps you to be able to stay longer sitting upright, go for it. Okay. So find your seat. Now, while you're in this pose, it's kind of the same as Shavasana. You never want to just have something just really bugging, like, oh my gosh, my ankle. Okay, I'm just gonna hold it. That is of no benefit. That just creates stress and anxiety in the body. Okay. And we don't want that. So if you can't do knees like this, you can totally go higher. If your knees are that sore, please grab a chair. Just sit on the edge of your chair. Um, if you like, the wide angled seat, and I love that as well. Okay, I'll take it wider and just sit in what we call easy pose, Sukhasana, right? And that just totally, and again, that can, if you need to, you can totally, you'll notice I'm sliding back right into the couch. Okay. So set up in a manner, ideally we want the knees below our hip bones. Okay. If you're up here when you sit, then grab, if you use a block, it's fine, but the block tends to get hard. Grab some blankets. This is totally acceptable. In the wintertime when it's really cold, I've got this blanket that's just this massive minky thing, and I just become this cocoon. Okay, so you just really fiddle and know that it's going to take some time fiddling to be able to get to a place that is, oh yeah, okay. I've been doing yoga now for 20 years. So there's just a sense of ease, and I know what I like, and I'm learning to listen. Okay. And that goes back to our theme of I am enough, right? I'm perfectly imperfect. And that's how it should be. Okay. So close your eyes. You'll notice my hands. Okay. There are mantras that we chant. There are mudras that we do with our hands. If you don't know any and you're kind of weird, my favorite basic is palm on palm, thumbs touching, hands in lap. Now, if you get there and you're like, my hands don't go in my lap very well, guess what? Grab another pillow and let that be in your hands. This is just, it's a mudra. Mudra means to seal. Um, it's just a hand. It's just a cupping. I'm open to receiving. Okay. Whatever it is. So if this is what's really comfortable to you, those of you that know, there's a lot of other hand signs you can do. The one I did this morning with I am enough was but I did it lying down, just with my hands, one and then the other on my heart. Okay, so kind of fiddle. You're going to have to stay here for just a few minutes. So see if that's doable. Go ahead and close your eyes. At any time you're coming back to the breath, you find your mind wandering, don't beat yourself up. Mindfulness, the definition of mindfulness, my favorite definition of mindfulness, is being present right here in this moment on purpose. I decide I'm going to stay here. Non-judgmentally. Our brains are meant to think. They're meant to wander. They're going to go off. You just go gently find them and bring them back. I often talk about clouds in the sky. They're just move, and there's a thought. Yep, there's another one. When I first started meditating, I thought, oh my gosh, I can't keep my thoughts. Let them go. Just, they'll be there. "Yeah, okay, I'll think about you later." I promise that if you honor that, the thought will come back. You won't lose it. I always worry about that. Go ahead and find your breath. The inhale and the exhale. The inhale and the exhale. The inhale. And this is what, if you find your mind wandering, come back to it, your breath. Notice it, pay attention to it. I'm going to lead you and guide for about 5 minutes with some thoughts. And then I'm going to let you have about 5 minutes just on your own. If you find that 5 minutes is just, I can't do this, Deb, it's totally fine. Finding that breath, I'd like you to slowly, we're going to go through the body, quick body scan. Let's start with the crown of our head, the hair. Just with your mind, let it go up and feel the top of your head, the back of your head, your temples, the ears, maybe your earlobes, your forehead, your eyebrow, both of them, unless you have a unibrow. Your eyes in their sockets with your eyelids closed. Notice the inhale in through your nose. The chest rises and the exhale, it falls. You're more than welcome to breathe audibly. So the exhale comes out your mouth. That is a great relaxation technique. Move down your neck to your collarbones, the front of the neck, the sides of the neck, the back of the neck. And it is totally fine if while you're feeling this, you decide to move a little bit. Eventually, we want to maybe get to a place where we hold still. But right now, we're just body scanning. Notice your shoulders, the back of them, the front into the collarbone. Continue to find that breath rising and falling. Notice your arms, the upper arms down to the elbows down the forearms to the wrists. Maybe you even want to wiggle fingers and wrists a little as you pay attention to that. Notice the breath is still there, the inhale and the exhale. The rib cage lifts and falls. The belly rises and falls. Hopefully you've propped up enough that the hips aren't affecting. If they are, you may need to shift a little. thighs, the inside of the thigh, the outside of the thigh, the top and the bottom, the knees, the shins and the calves, the outside of the calf, the inside of the shin, down to your ankles, your heels, the arch of your foot, the ball of your foot. Go ahead and wiggle the toes. Bring your mind back to your breath. Notice that as you are breathing slowly, the body continues to relax even more. Know that any time you can bring that breath, you can bring your mind back to that breath. At any time, that is something that is just always available. And then go ahead, and I'm going to give you about 5 minutes to just hold still. We'll end at the end. Letting that breath be long and slow. Continuing to bring the mind back over and over. Bring awareness back to your breath. And with it, our mantra for today, I am enough. The inhale is I am. The exhale is enough. You may say it out loud, I am enough. But I love to just have it play in my mind. I am enough. I am enough. Slowly begin shifting. Maybe a little forward back. Maybe your toes are getting, you need to shift to a different seat. Letting that breath be just still long and slow. Kind of wander with your mind through your body. Start to move your neck a little bit, your shoulders, your fingers and toes. Go ahead and take your arms, stretch up, lengthening through your body. Well done. That's your first time of meditating. Bravo. If you're like Deb, 10 minutes is nothing. Bravo. We are perfectly imperfect, right? Bring your hands to your heart center. Let's end with just a namaste. Namaste. Have a wonderful Wednesday.